The doggy is going with us. The home boy. Pensé que ya nos íbamos. El perro.
¿Dónde está el perro?
Ahí. Se nos queda mirando.
I know you like it.
¿Te puedes ir parada o qué?
Si quieres, párate. Ay, me pegó la toalla. ¡Ay, perro!
Ay, tiene muchas caras. El señor te va a dar.
Well, hello everybody and welcome aboard the Amigo for this sunset cruise on the bay, the 1-hour tour. Picked a beautiful evening. It's going to be a fantastic trip. Now my name is John, I'm the captain, and Bob, he's playing deckhand on the back of the boat there. Probably the most important safety feature of the boat is to know your crew, because in an emergency we're going to be the ones helping you guys out, telling you what's going on. So again, my name is John, I'll be in the wheelhouse driving the whole time, and Bob will be on the back deck. Now life jackets are located inside the seats in the back of the boat. Those bench seats, the first 2 seats, have over 60 life jackets in them, more than enough for everybody on the boat. The life raft is in the very front of the boat, the big white container. It automatically inflates in case of an emergency. Never had to use any of this equipment in an emergency, but regardless, we are required to tell you where it's at, and we're happy to do so. If you have any questions at all about any of the safety equipment aboard the boat, please don't hesitate to ask. We'll be happy to answer them for you. Now the main safety rule we have aboard the Amigo is to please keep your feet on the deck at all times. We're real strict about this. You're not stuck in your seats. You can get up and move around. In fact, we recommend it. It's the best way to see everything on the tour. But as you do move around, always keep your feet on the deck. Never stand on any of the benches or chairs. There's a restroom in the back of the cabin there marked head. Feel free to use that if you want to. With all that safety stuff covered, let's go ahead and start the tour. On our right-hand side, the big concrete building you can see with all the roll-up doors, all the crab traps stacked up around it, this is Fisherman's Wharf, the real Fisherman's Wharf. Not the coffee shops, candy stores, and t-shirt shops, but the real thing. Now these boats, like the ones on our left, the Sea Roamer, the Autumn Gale, they go out and they make their day's catch. The seafood that they catch is processed right here in these warehouses and shipped all over the world. Some of it, in fact, is shipped as close as a couple hundred yards away to restaurants like Skoma's behind us. Now, we highly recommend Skoma's. It's a fantastic restaurant. As much as we recommend a particular restaurant, though, we like to recommend that you try what's fresh, locally caught, and in season. And right now, that's king salmon. Actually, salmon season has ended, but it's still fresh and in the markets. Also, halibut are being caught along the coast here. Crab season, although you see the traps, it has not opened up yet, so it'll open up soon. Maybe wait a couple weeks before you order that crab. Well, off past the fishing boats that didn't get out today, to our left, you can see the big white ferry boat with the Northwestern Pacific logo on it. That's the side wheel steam ferry Eureka. The Eureka was one of about 60 ferry boats that used to ply the waters back and forth across the bay before the building of the bridges. Now, we no longer have car ferries in San Francisco, just high-speed passenger ferries. So that ferry terminal and that ferry boat became obsolete. They turned the terminal into a museum, and they saved that one ferry boat as a museum piece. There's also a 3-masted sailing ship, the Fair, over there. A 2-masted hay scow, the Alma, and an old ocean-going tugboat, the Hercules. You can walk down that pier for free, pay a slight fee to go on the old boats. Check it out, the Maritime Museum at Hyde Street Pier. Well, one last warning as we cruise out into the bay. It is beautiful this evening, but on every trip I need to let everybody know that occasionally a big ship or ferry boat or a big sailboat, tugboats, will cause a little bit of a wake that bounces us around a little bit. I'll do my best to keep that to a minimum and let you guys know, but occasionally I can't stop a little spray from jumping over the rail. If you guys have anything that can't get wet or you don't want to get wet, feel free to put it inside the cabin. We'll be happy to stow it away for you. Well, kick back, relax, enjoy the ride, and welcome to San Francisco Bay.
tapas aquí.
Look, you gotta keep looking.
Off on our left-hand side, you can see all the sailboats there. That's the marina, and the houses just past that, that's the Marina District. Now the interesting fact about this area is before the 1906 earthquake, it didn't exist. That's right, it was a shallow sandbar. The water actually used to lap up to the foot of the hillside, the Pacific Heights District, the houses just to the left of that. Now after that 1906 earthquake, the city of San Francisco burned for 3 days. Over 2/3 of all the buildings burned down, including that entire hillside. All the burnt down rubble buildings were pushed to the waterline, landfilling and creating this whole new area, the marina. They rebuilt the homes at that time, and they sold for about $5,000 apiece. That might not mean very much to you if you're not from this area. Those houses there, they now rent for about $5,000 a month, and some of them are $5 million homes. Pretty good increase in property values if you could have seen that investment through, not just here, but everywhere in the Bay Area. In fact, some of the most expensive places to live in San Francisco are the top of the hillside up by the trees there. All the dot-com bazillionaires that live there keep their mega yachts and high-performance sailboats in the harbor. And they belong to that red roof building to our left. That's the St. Francis Yacht Club, the oldest and most prestigious yacht club in San Francisco. Just one of many here on the waterfront, though. They all compete against each other in these sailboat races and regattas in the bay. They're happening all the time. The Marina, the Marina District, the Pacific Heights District, the St. Francis Yacht Club. And then straight to our left, that dome building, that's the Palace of Fine Arts. Now the Palace of Fine Arts was built in 1914 as part of the World's Panamanian Exhibition, built to celebrate or commemorate the opening of the Panama Canal. It's a massive project, a tremendous undertaking.
Ya me ando mareando.
Never be built, and here it is. Now it's customary to make a wish. We'll get a couple of chances as we get closer. So get your wishes ready. Whether or not you're about to do something as well that most local residents in San Francisco have never done, and that is to go underneath the Golden Gate Bridge. That's right. Almost everybody that lives here has never been under the bridge, but everybody that lives here has been over it. In fact, some people commute over it twice a day to go to and from work. Now we definitely recommend the over the bridge trip. Now bring your tennis shoes if you're going to walk or bike right across. It's 1.5 miles each way.
Ya no tengo frío. Tengo frío, vamos a bajar. Voy a ir para abajo ya.
Yo no. gustan las mariposas.
Okay, we got a radio report from another boat, and there's a couple of whales up in front of us, so if nobody has a plane to catch,
Hay
we'll go a
ballenas.
little bit further, and we'll go whale watching a little bit. Not a lot, go real quick. You just want to see the whales, but give everybody a chance to look at them and stuff.
Vamos a ver ballenas.
¿Dónde?
Ahorita.
So
Más
again,
que
if you want to cross the
nosotras.
Golden Gate Bridge, bring your sweatshirts. It's a mile and a half each way, a 3 mile run, 225 feet off the water. It gets pretty windy. On each end of the Golden Gate Bridge, on our left, that red brick building underneath the archway, that's Fort Winfield Scott, commonly known as Fort Point. Fort Point had over 100 cannons there, and it was capable of protecting the entrance during the Civil War era with cannonball fire. Never used in any battles, but just in case. And then off to our right, past that sailboat with the black cat on the sail, that's Horseshoe Cove. Horseshoe Cove is a Coast Guard search and rescue station today with a fast speedboat that can zip out and rescue any stranded boaters. And that's where the
Oh my
troops and the lives were kept during the Civil War at Horseshoe Cove.
The Golden, aquí está. Oh, God. No sé, apenas.
Allí, mira.
Es un pescado muerto.
Okay, look up ahead of us. You'll see a sailboat there, straight ahead of us. About halfway between that sailboat and us is a whale, and you'll see it in a second.
Ay, aquí lo siento. Oh my.